Hello, it's me, Robin, with Simple Food, Simple Life. It's October the 26th, 2023, about 8:30 a.m. I was thinking this morning that I would like to make some Spanish rice because it would be a way to just have a little meal prep that I can just go to and grab whenever I get hungry. And I wanted to do it using what I have. Unfortunately, I cooked the last of my rice the other day for Sadie, my little dog, and I thought I had more rice in the bin. I do not. So that is on my list. However, I do have this. This is from Aldi. It is Earthly Grains, Spanish. It's not really Spanish rice. It's rice and vermicelli. It says with bell peppers and sweet tomato sauce. And it serves 2.5 servings, which is supposed to be a cup of prepared Spanish rice. I picked this up for under $1 a good while back at Aldi. So this was in my pantry, my little grocery store in the basement. And I believe it's the last one I have of this kind, so I'm going to use it up. Now, I'm going to add to that some hickory smoked canned ham. This is really pretty good. It was given to me. And it's a hickory smoke flavor, so it's quite smoky. It's got that kind of a hickory bacon smoky flavor to it. And surprisingly, it's not overly salty either. But then, I don't know, am I a good judge of what's salty? I've got some tomatoes. I'm going to chop these up. I have a partial bag of the Santa Fe blend. Corn, black beans, red pepper, green pepper, and diced onions. This is from Dollar Tree. I really like this. This is the last of the bag, and the last bag I have, actually. I haven't been to Dollar Tree for a while. And I have part of a bag of frozen chopped peppers and onions that I chopped and are in my freezer. So I'm going to use some of these. I had a jar that of my tomato sauce that I processed yesterday. I had a jar that was kind of suspect. I wasn't really sure about the seal, so I popped it in my fridge, and I'm using part of that tomato sauce today in this dish. So I don't know. I've never really done, this is not a recipe, it's just some ingredients I had, and I thought I would throw it together and come up with something good. So stick with me and see for yourself. I also have some olive oil in my cast iron skillet here. Okay. I'm going to put in a few peppers and onions. Not too many because these are everything, well, the Earthly Grains is seasoned. And there are peppers and onions in the Santa Fe blend as well. Turn the heat up on this a little bit. There's something about peppers, onions, you know, tomatoes, etc. that just looks pretty, doesn't it? Now, I ran those tomatoes through my little Aldi chopper, so those will go in when the heat comes back up. I diced up some of the hickory smoked canned ham, but I did that so that actually I saved some back for some sandwiches. I actually cut up the narrow end and saved the wider pieces for sandwiches because it's actually very good. I'm going to put in the diced canned ham so that it can brown up a bit. It adds to the flavor, I think, when you brown it up with the vegetables. When I get done with this, it's going to be a lot more than 2.5 servings of Spanish rice. I'm going to add a little garlic powder, and I'm going to add a little cumin. Make sure that's what I had. I find that the Spanish rice in the Aldi packet it's not overly spicy, so sometimes you can add a little extra spice to that. Let's put in the tomatoes. Now they're going to release their liquid. The pepper here. They're going to release their liquid, the tomatoes will, but we're going to cook them down because we're going to add more liquid later. The directions on the back of the Earthly Grains packet calls for water, just water. So let me turn the heat up on this. We're going to cook these down. Starting to cook down a bit, which is good. Now I'm going to add the packet of Spanish rice and vermicelli into this mixture. Turn the heat down a little bit. Now I'm going to add this cup of homemade tomato sauce. Doesn't that look good? So happy with the way it turned out. It tastes rich and delicious. Now I'm going to add in a cup of water. I'm just going to do part of the cup at just about half at a time. I don't want it to be too liquid. Get it stirred in first. I'm going to turn down the heat. And now I'm going to let this cook. It says that the vermicelli and the rice need to cook about 7 minutes, but we will see. Add the rest of the water in. Now, as you can tell, I'm not following the instructions on this on the package. It's nicely done, except that the rice and vegetables, etc., need to cook a little bit longer, so I'm going to put a lid on it and let it set for a few minutes without the heat. I've turned the heat off. The Spanish rice is done. If you are a purist when it comes to Spanish rice, then I'm sure this dish would not be for you. Well, I have some dished up, so I'm going to eat some of this. Now, I just want to say, if you don't like canned meat or rice or vermicelli or tomatoes or peppers or onions or beans and corn, and if you don't like any of those things, then this is not for you. You need to stay as far away from this as you can. But if you're really hungry and you need to fill the belly, yeah, this could work. It's pretty good. The hickory smoked canned ham gives a very distinct smoky flavor to this, which is pretty good. You could put cheese on this if you wanted to. That would be good. It's very tomato rich. Kind of comforting. Today is rainy. It's not cold. It's drizzling rain. It's a constant drizzle of rain, which could be a bit depressing if you allow it to be. But I reject that today. You could put cheese on this if you wanted to, but I think people just, why do they have to put cheese on everything? I don't get it. I don't get it. It's good. You could put this on a tortilla. Okay. Jalapenos in this would be really good too, because you know I'm a spicy girl. All right. Thanks for sticking with me today. I appreciate it. If you can, give it a like, or I hate this video, you suck. Well, that's just thumbs up or thumbs down. And you can share it if you want to. If you want to subscribe, you can. I have a lot of subscribers, but I don't think very many of my subscribers watch the videos. It's like a sympathy subscription, but you can if you want to. And you might share it because I don't know. Even if you think it's trivial, maybe it would help somebody else to, I don't know, survive. Really good. Well, I love you guys. Appreciate you very much. And little is much when God is in it. That's what I'm bringing to you. Take a little, and God can turn it into a whole bunch. He's been doing that for me for a long time. So, I will talk to you next time, okay? I'll meet you here. Maybe in the kitchen, maybe not. All right. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.